Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Alessandra, and today I did a video on how to get rid of dark circles, veiny eyelids, and puffy eyes. If you know me and you watch my channel, I have all three, and I created this look and got rid of them. So if you want to see how I did that, keep on watching and don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, so obviously if you have dark circles, this would be for every day, but if you are going somewhere, I would start off with skincare. I would use my Neora eye patches. It's going to be linked below. They come in a box like this. There are 5 of them in the box, so I only use them when I'm going somewhere special, but they work miracles. So if you have swollen under eyes, these take away swelling and puffiness along with dark circles. So while I'm doing my eye makeup, I put these underneath for around 20 minutes and they help with the puffiness and dark circles. But if I'm not going anywhere, all I would put on is my Olehenricks eye cream. It's a brightening eye cream. It really helps brighten your under eyes. And I apply it in here as well. And you always want to remember to go all the way out to here with any product, especially skincare. So you want to let this dry for a few minutes. You don't want to go right in with makeup. So now that that's dried, for me, as you could see, I have purple and I have veins. It's not just puffiness. So I have to go in with multiple concealers. But because I have fine lines here, a trick I like to do is go in with primer. Primer I use on my face. I also use under my eyes. It's the NYX primer. I use a very small amount. Might as well put over here too. And then whatever is left over, just really work it in to my under eyes. Make sure you don't get it in your eyes, but work it in to the fine lines. And it's also gonna smooth it out. Now remember, also let that sit. For the other thing that I recommend you have is multiple brushes because you want to blend. I'm also going to have a beauty blender. You don't need that, but it helps. I want a small brush to get into the cracks and crevices and inner corners. And you're going to need just a tiny bigger brush just to blend it out. You want a round brush. And you're going to need multiple concealers. One that is peach, one that is your skin tone, and one that is a bit lighter just to highlight the areas. Then you're going to need a powder. So I'm going to start with my Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof 12-Hour Concealer, and it is in the color tan. So this is darker than me, and it is peach. And it's 12-hour stay, so it's not going to crease and it's not going to move underneath my eyes. The way I apply this, straight from here, I go into my darkest spots. And I like how it's so like pointed. Well, I made it kind of pointed, but it's smaller, so I could get really in there. So I don't go down here because it's still tan. I'm not trying to be tan down here. I'm trying to put the tanner concealer in my dark spots already. So wherever I'm super dark is where I'm applying this. And because my lids are dark, I'm also going to apply this on my lids. Because if I only do my under eyes and not my eyelids, there will still be a cast of darkness. But I leave this section because it's not dark, and I leave my brow bone because it's not dark. Then I'm going to use a Luxie 140 Detailed Taper Blender Brush. This is what it looks like. It is tapered, so I can really get in here. And this doesn't matter if it is 100% blended. We're going to go over it a bunch of times. And I'm pushing this in. That's how it should look now. Then I'm going to take my favorite brush of all time. It is a Morphe Y10. And I'm just going to pat. I'm now going to be applying my own skin tone. I find my Tarte Shape Tape. As I vary in skin tones when I'm tanner and lighter, throughout the year I will change the color, but for right now this is my color. And I don't take a lot, the Y10, and I bring it out here. You really want to get your inner corner. Already, you could see the difference. Now, if I want to take it one step further, I would take my Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in Porcelain, and I would only use this right here and right here, and that's just to give it a brightening effect, not really to do much else. Luxie 140 Detailed Tapered Blender, and just right along this line, this is a line that gets puffy and dark, and then up here, because this line is naturally lighter. I mean, the difference is pretty insane. If I just did the Shape Tape, or if I just did the darker tan color, it would definitely not have the same effect. With Shape Tape by itself, I always still see my veins. So if I left it like this, unfortunately, even though it's 12-hour or 18-hour or long wear, I would still crease. Now, if you don't apply a brightening powder, everything we just did would defeat its purpose. We're gonna take a blending brush just to make sure that everything in here is really soaked in, and blend it into my outer skin really well. And you wanna make sure that this part is gonna be the same color. And actually, I'm gonna go apply a base so that it's all gonna be blending perfectly. This is my base color, and look how it seamlessly blends into that concealer. That was once too dark and once too light. And you could always go back into your foundation and go a little bit over here, over the perimeter of your concealer, just to really blend if it's not blending perfectly. I'm gonna first go in with a foundation powder. We don't want too much of this. This is just like a light base. I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Banana Bread Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. It has a slight yellow hue to it, and those yellow hues and the fact that it's baking us is going just to brighten those eyes. And you want to keep it here like this V shape, and then excess just take onto your eyelids. Let it sit. Now I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in light medium. I'm going to use my favorite shade, and I'm just going to wipe off what I have, starting from in here. And you'll see how I evened out my dark circles, and I would never leave the house like this. This concealer is giving me life. I have not worn makeup in like a week, so this made me feel like a brand new person. If you like my tips and tricks, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe.